What is up, my dudes? It's your boy Zeddy, aka the most country Madden. And today, guys, we're going to talk about the Twitter controversy today involving the next Madden patch that is upcoming. Now, if you're unaware of what happened today, pretty much someone had tweeted out Rex Dixon, who is in charge of, he's the head gameplay developer. I guess I'm not exactly sure his exact title of a Madden. And they pretty much, they was talking about the blitzes in the game, like pretty much all the B gaps that people are doing, or nanos, I guess some people would call them. He was asking what could be done, saying they were running head-to-head gameplay. And Rex Dixon replied, saying this is going to be something they heavily emphasize on the next upcoming patch, taking out the nanos in the game. Now, first off, like I understand why people call nanos, even if they're not technically a nano. A nano is a blitz that comes in a nanosecond, hence the term nano blitz. Now, those aren't in the game anymore, but haven't been in several years, and they were pretty much unstoppable. You couldn't do anything to stop them, unless like maybe motion a receiver in the gap or something and let to pick them up. You had to really go out of your way to pick them up. Now, the blitzes this year, while they come in unrealistic manners, which I will admit that, you would never see a defensive end or coming in a D tackle coming into A or B gap untouched like you see in the game, like people are doing. Like, well, I concede that fact, and and that is very sim. But my issue is this: the people who are crying saying it's not sim are actually, in fact, themselves not sim because of what they were complaining about. They were complaining because they were coming out in plays and just wanting to snap the ball and just have all day in the pocket and not worry about it. It's actually very unsim, because if you actually watch real football, what happens when you see Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady come to the line of scrimmage? What are they doing? What is their offensive line doing? They're communicating before each and every play, pointing out defenders who they think is blitzing to adjust their protection accordingly. And you just want to snap it and run quick slants, and then a guy comes in the B gap and sacks you, and you get mad and say it's a glitch. That is completely irresponsible of you as a Madden player and as a football fan. Because if you want to say you're sim, you can't have it both ways. If you're going to be sim, saying you don't want these unrealistic blitzes coming in, which they are unrealistic, they should not be in a simulation football game. They should not. But does that mean I'm not going to try to find them? I'm going to find them because I want to win. But it's not a blatant glitch. It's counterable, so I'm going to do them. I'm one of those cheesers, as people like to call me. But with that being said, you can't have it both ways. If you want this to be a simulation game and you don't want these blitzes in there, you still have to do your part and slide protect accordingly to try to pick up these blitzes. Every blitz in this game, if you block a running back and slide protect, can be picked up. Every one of them. Now, maybe some of them, if they come in on the opposite side of the running back, they still come in. But just, okay, put your running back in the other side, come out in the formation, you will pick it up. That's just, but the thing that Rex Dixon, and I know they want it to be a simulation football game, but you have to understand this. Why? Let's go to 4-3 under. This is the most popular formation. I found this B gap that everyone runs. I was running this on the day one, the first couple hours of the early access, this B gap. So, it says 4-3 stack. Oh, by the way, that's the thing they need to fix too. Sometimes it'll say a formation, like it'll say 4-3 stack, then it'll give me all the plays in nickel. They need to fix that. But anyways, get back on topic. Let's go to 4-3 under. We'll pick cover 3 sky. It doesn't matter for play. Actually, I want to pick a different play. I was trying to emphasize the point. So we'll go back to the play call screen. If we want to do a zone blitz, what will we do? We'll go 3-5. This is the problem that I'm talking about. Like, they want to fix the nanos. You know, not really nanos, but you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, we have this. This is the problem we have. I'm just going to come out and spread if I can find it. Called the wrong play. But anyway, 4 verticals. Let's run it. If we run this stock zone blitz that EA is designed for us, what's going to happen right here? Well, point of blitzing, you know, I could understand. You don't want the thing that people understand. I mean, they don't want someone should not come 3 on the same blitz every time. Yes, I understand that. But if someone's doing the same blitz every time, in real life, they would adjust their line. That's your job as a Madden player. This is not. If you want everything to do it for you, I don't know what to tell you. Go play Minecraft. Football is a strategy game. It's a chess match. You have to be one step ahead of your opponent and adjust your line. But what happens in these stock zone blitzes in this game as we snap the ball? Nobody's ever going to come in. Like, okay, we got some press rush out there. That had absolutely nothing to do with by the fact that I called this blitz. I will snap the ball again. Oh, I forgot to audible. My bad. I apologize. Good run D, I guess. But, as I say, we'll call the play. Let's snap the ball. Oh, we actually got a random A gap there. Uh-oh. Might be in the ebook coming soon. Not working out, trying to prove my point. As it can actually come in. But what I'm trying to say is that when you run these stock zone blitzes in a game, they don't work as intended. Well, now they do. That's hilarious. Hey, if that actually works, I'll start doing that. But this blitz will very rarely come in an actual game. Practice mode, the offensive line acts different. But what I'm trying to say is that look, it's coming in every time. Trust me, that don't happen in a real game. Anyways, guys, the zone blitzes in the game, should I say, come in. This was coming in now, just the practice mode, just acting ridiculous. But I've used this in a game, it does not come in like that. But the zone blitzes don't work the way you're intended. If you watch the Pittsburgh Steelers, teams like that, and the Patriots back when they had Teddy Bruschi and Rodney Harrison, all them, back when they run those 3-4 blitz schemes, those zone blitz schemes, so you would see them rush 4 or 5 and get somebody 3 because they would confuse the quarterback. But the way they're intended to be in real life, they don't work in the game. So if we want to simulate that pressure of getting someone 3, we have to do the kind of cheesy things that we do in this game. Okay, let's see a crossfire blitz. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I know all the X's and O's of real life football because I don't. But from my knowledge, this right here, one of these linebackers, should they not scrape around and come in, like loop around and come 3? Is that not the theory behind this blitz? I mean, like I said, if I'm correct me wrong in the comment section below, because I like having more knowledge. You know, if I'm wrong with something, I like to know it, so I know it for if it ever comes up again. But a blitz like this, it's never gonna come in. Oh, it come in that time. This is ridiculous because they never come in like when you run these. So it's not making my point look stupid, but that's kind of hilarious, really. That's really kind of funny. But that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. But they normally do not do that in a game mode. I should have done it in a game mode to do that because the offensive line reacts crazy. But somebody should loop in, but they just don't do it in a real game. Any of you play and you run plays like this, you know that if you run this play and do nothing, they're not going to loop around like that in a game. But, well, why would I want to do that? Because I pretty much have no benefit to doing these blitzes because they don't come in the way they're intended. I might as well just call a stock cover 3. Rush 4, pressure gets in pretty much the same amount of time. You know, so why would I do that? Now, that's my problem. Like, why would I want to do that? So, instead, I can do one little simple adjustment, you know, do something like this, and you get a completely different result, you know, like that. So that's what I have to get. Now, is that realistic? No, that's absolutely not realistic at all. Absolutely not realistic. But we have to do things like that to get it. Now, what I think EA should do, like I said, I got no problem in trying to take these blitzes out to be a simulation. That's their MO. They want to be a simulation football. Okay, that's fine. But you need to get all the other things simulated. Besides this, let's get line stunts to work. Defensive line stunts have never worked in Madden the way they do in real life. I, as a Titans fan, remember when we had Albert Hainsworth back when he was good and Kyle Vanden Bosch. Many times we would rush 4 and we would have Albert Hainsworth and Kyle Vanden Bosch do a stunt where they would just kind of loop around behind each other. And many times the offensive line would get confused and one of them would become unblocked. That's never worked in Madden. Now, there's not even really many plays I think that have that anymore. But they just never work. And if you want to be simulation, we need plays like that to actually work at times. It should be based on the offensive lineman's awareness of how often they actually come in, or slide protection schemes. But if you want to fix things realistic and be sim, why does this happen? Let's say if someone's going to run commit to the left, I pass commit, or should I say run commit to the left. Does this look realistic? How is that sim? You know, if we're going to fix things sim, this needs to be, we need a realistic run commit. Ever happen in an actual football game? I can understand them kind of cheating towards the left. If I run commit to the left, they should kind of cheat and kind of be ready. But when do you ever see all 11 guys just jump like this as soon as you snap the ball? This is the most unsim thing, and it's been in Madden for years. Why can we not get this fixed in a realistic manner? Does that ever happen? No. So if you're going to fix one thing, we need to fix all of them. Let's get that. let's get the play call, or should I say the challenge system, changed. I'm tired of someone running out of the back of the end zone on a kickoff or catching a corner out and going out of bounds. And the next play, if I come out, if I tap the left trigger of L2, it's going to automatically challenge and I lose a timeout because I'm obviously going to lose the challenge. A challenge, it should be a big enough play. If it's worth challenging, it's a big play in the game. You can use one of your 5 pauses or whatever it is when you have an online game to hit the challenge button or have it a multiple button combination. Because this has been a problem for 2 years. I'm tired of losing my timeouts over things like that. That should be patched. But don't want to get off topic. But as far as the blitzes, though, we need, if you want to take away the cheesy ones, make the realistic ones actually work. Now let's talk about aggressive catching. Now we have Steve Smith. I'm just going to pick a cover 3 right here. Love the aggressive catching. What I don't know exactly. I'm wondering, can it be patched? Is it? I don't know X's and O's on football that much. Also, not a video game developer. Can this be patched? Is this something that is the actual groundwork of a game, the way the 2-man interaction work, that something can't be patched? I don't know. Maybe they can patch it where the defender gets the ball more often. I don't know, but we're just going to lob it. If it works, it works. We're just going to lob it up on Sherman, or inaccurate passes. That's also, we got to fix that. That's ridiculous. But it's moderately on streaks, more on drags, but we don't want to get off topic. Cover 3. We're just going to lob it up. We have Steve Smith. I put Steve Smith up there on purpose. He's, 5'8" against 6'3". Richard Sherman, 99 overall. I don't know if he's 99 overall anymore. Of course, we're just throwing it out of bounds every time. But, yeah, overthrows aren't a problem. Okay. If we can get a good pass, we could actually try to prove our point, maybe. Okay, there we go. Let's going to see what happens. That's actually a very good example, even though we didn't catch it. This is my problem with the aggressive catch animations. As we throw it, let's watch Richard Sherman. Does he have position? He has inside position, but the game decided to give Steve Smith this animation. Now, this isn't even the best example, but here's my problem. This forces an animation by the defender. It forces an animation. If a computer, or it's just a dice roll, it has nothing to do with ratings, which is what they said it was based upon. If you're going to say it's based on ratings, then make it actually work. But Steve Smith, the game decided the dice roll on the animations that you get. It decided to give him this down-moving animation on the aggressive catch. So even though Richard Sherman realistically could have just slowed down and just stood his ground right here and made a play and probably picked the ball off, but the animation that coincides with the animation that Steve Smith got, because they're predetermined, it had to give Richard Sherman this falling away animation. Now, he broke it up that time. But this is just the point I'm trying to make, is that it shouldn't force an animation on you based on receiver animation, if you understand what I'm saying. But wide receiver, many times, someone will throw something across the middle or lob it, and you'll be in a position to pick it off, but based on the animation the receiver gets, it forces you to get a bad animation where you're following an interception. That's my main problem on that. I don't know if that's something that can be patched or tuned up or not, but aggressive catching is what it is. We know about that. So what else? I have dropped interceptions is next on my list. Now, when the game first come out, the first couple weeks, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. The only thing I really didn't like was the aggressive catching. That's like I was just talking about. That was really, it had some other small things like flat zones, which we'll get into next. But the counter to the aggressive catch, double team them as they tell us, and it did work. It does work a lot of times. And you get the tip drill, and you'd pick off the pass. But now, since the last tuning update, even though they didn't put it in their notes or whatever, the interceptions have been dropped interceptions have been greatly increased. Now you get the tip drill. It's 50-50 whether or not you catch it. These are professional athletes with these, the gloves they wear, like OBJ getting these one-handed catches. Those gloves definitely help. You're not going to drop. Yes. Double coverage. It should happen. Don't want to try aggressive catch all game and it wouldn't happen. But I think that needs to be back. You even drop easy picks across the middle when you're using them now. I mean, not a whole lot, but if they need to move that back to the way they were. It was a perfect mix. If you're going to make the aggressive catch as overpowered as it is, then you need to give us the interceptions that we deserve. Now that's next. Now we're going to talk about flat zones. Flat zones that's one of my biggest pet peeves this year. They really drive me crazy. I'm just going to pick 4 to 6 cover 3. So pick the regular flat zone. blocker runner. Let's put A on drag. Now this is the stuff that aggravates me personally. You know, you shade underneath on the flat zone, they still happen. Actually, let me example. But I run a lot of cover 2 myself, and it's just very easily exploitable, and I have to really go out of my way to stop it. It's just kind of it's a aggressive. The shading should actually matter. Now, some zone, but it's several more clicks that you have to do, you know. And like I'll do them if I have to. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's retarded. So I'm gonna press coverage, shade underneath, and watch underneath in the flat zone. Okay, why are you playing a streak? Like I shaded underneath. If I'm shading underneath, it should stay underneath. That's mainly streaks that manipulate the flats the most, it seems. But it's just if I press coverage, shade underneath, I'm doing everything possible. But now if I actually, it's Kerry Williams. Why does he just drop him on the streak? I mean, maybe in real life they do that, but if you shade underneath, it shouldn't. So that's just another problem. And it's a lot of split close and the most popular formations that people use they're just exploiting the flat. So I really like that to get fixed. Also, cornerbacks and hook zones and stuff, they kind of drift to the middle of the field a lot. That's that's always been an adjustment for years to stop a corner out, and now it doesn't work all of a sudden because they just randomly drift all the way to the middle of the field, which I don't really understand. Next, we're going to go over quarters man press. It works. It's different man press. I think it may be more nut than regular teams, so I may be wrong on that. But let's see what we want to run. What was I running? We got to drag a corner out in a trail route. It should be well. Corner out, not get open. We got lucky with aggressive catch, but let's just watch the routes develop right here. Obviously, in Ultimate Team, you can have really good corners all over, so it's going to be even tougher. But the route mirroring is 1 point compared to 86 speed, but he I think has 86 or 88 route running, and it gets no separation. As you see, it should have been intercepted, but I got a lucky aggressive catch animation, which another thing proves my point. The forced animation, because the defender clearly should have intercepted that, but it forced an animation on him where he's not allowed to pick it. But see, he gets no separation. Tied in, watch just absolute route mirroring. He just don't. That's Cam Chancellor. He's not a man coverage safety. It's just now let's watch the drag. We got some trash in there, but the quarterback, and then they'll be right up underneath your drag, like they run the route for you. And let's see the post route, same thing. Now this is even the best example. Many times you play, I know any of y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's say in a game you'll run this, and the receiver will be where this cornerback is, and the cornerback will be in front of him, running the route for him. It happens way too common. It's just completely unrealistic. Man, I can understand the same route shouldn't be to a cornerback in real life every play. Maybe I should have to mix my routes up more. That fixed next. So next we're going to go into the. It's extremely easy this year, and I'm going to show. We're going to pick quarters, 2-man under right here. Now we'll go out and cover 4 so we can audible. Over the top, and all I'm going to do is put Perriman on the streak. Now the main issue I believe this is the ratings guy just made everybody too slow, and you get Perriman just head and shoulders above everyone else. But you should not happy. You should not put him on a streak on a cover 4 and just get a 1-play touchdown. But it happens because we don't have fast enough players on defense. So maybe that's just something they can fix with a roster update. Would be nice. Give some fast defenders, and of course, Ultimate Team, they can do that at any time. And not get. If a post or something gets open underneath, and that's fine, to let someone run past them. Get out of your back pedal faster and just run back. Do not let this happen. Now we'll do it out 2-man under. Same thing. We're going to put deep blue. Show what we're trying to do. So we see we have 2 deep blues, double coverage, shade over the top, and pass committed. Now we're going to put Perriman on the streak. And see if this works. Okay. Like we see, overthrew the pass. But once again, we do all that, and Perriman still gets open for a 1-play touchdown on 2-man press. Oh, I'm not pressing, but you understand what I'm saying. He just burns everybody. So that needs to be addressed ASAP. That's ridiculous. So next, what else was I going to say? We got that. It works on cover 4. It's just, I don't know. I think I just need to get a back pedal quicker. I guess we'll say. I mean, faster players would definitely help. But they just get manipulated too easy. You see a slant or something, they just kind of stand there and let it just manipulate them. But next thing we're going to talk about is game freezes. It don't happen in any other game I have. And I'm not sure if it's only Xbox One issue, but the games just freeze all the time and give you a loss. I don't know if that's really a gameplay issue. I don't know what causes that, but resolved too, because Madden's the only game it happens on. So it's obviously something to do with EA, so we need to get that fixed. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on it, what I think should be done. The game has potential to be absolutely amazing. And I thought for the first couple weeks it was pretty close to it. But there's just a couple little things that are holding it back. Hopefully EA can just fix some of these things. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and if I missed anything, let it out in the comment section. And until next time, it's your boy Zeddy.